Hi, my name is Keisha. I'm the owner of A Way of Life. I'm a career and business coach using astrology. Today, I'm coming on here to talk about the Gemini full moon lunar eclipse happening on November 30th. Before I get into the Gemini full moon lunar eclipse energy, I wanted to kind of go back and pull in, because this is like the finalization of this year. There's a lot. I will only be covering just a portion of it in this segment, but just to give you like a trajectory to see where we've been and where we've come to up until this point, so you can really get the full effect of what this Gemini lunar eclipse full moon is really going to represent. So the stellium of planets that have been in Capricorn, that have been retrograde in Capricorn most of the year, has taken us on an internal journey. These planets had much to do with the virus, the stagnant energy, and the shutdown that we have experienced this year. Pluto, moving through, will still be in Capricorn until 2023. Pluto deconstructs anything that it touches, and Capricorn rules governmental structures and systems, authority, political structures, health systems and structures, things of that nature. The conjunction to Saturn and Capricorn was about bringing light to the abuse of power. Any leadership that lacked integrity and accountability will be revealed and held accountable at this time. And really throughout the next 2,000 years. So this is going to be a process. It's not something that's going to happen right now in one, in this full moon, in this lunar eclipse energy. Now that all those planets are direct, that storyline will continue to play out all the way until 2023. There could be something about this coming out around December 7th through the 17th. On a global scale, this could be around truths coming out about power and control, law, regulations, and government. On a personal level, reoccurring life themes around what's holding you back, what fears are you allowing to keep you in the cycle, could show up again. However, Saturn and Jupiter move into Aquarius on the winter solstice. That's December 21st, indicating some kind of ending, because Aquarius is a completely different energy. Ultimately, this is going to reduce the density of all that Capricorn energy, bringing endings, forward movement, and drive. On November 29th, all planets will be direct except Uranus. Uranus will turn direct mid-January. Neptune will T-square the lunar eclipse, this Gemini lunar eclipse. On the lower vibration, there will be a question of what is real, what is not, fogginess, lack of clarity. On the higher vibration of this is giving unconditional love and healing from a soul level. Neptune is the higher octave of Venus, and Venus rules love, beauty, fashion, money, monetary things, food, and just to name a few things. So the higher octave of Neptune is going to be unveiling what is hidden, because Neptune is the planet of illusions, delusions, mental health, among other things. We're being set free of the illusion. Neptune is a very spiritual energy, so the higher octave of Venus is unconditional love and soul healing. So being more like the Buddha, becoming your Buddha, however that looks to you, but just the higher vibration of this Neptunian energy. Like, we're no longer going to be in this victim mentality, blaming everybody else but ourselves for things that we need to be held accountable for in order for real, honest change. Yeah. When I think of Neptune, I think of the saying, peace, be still. And that is truth. Going back to us being on lockdown and really going within to get answers. This was really teaching us accountability and how to listen to our intuition to get answers and not looking outside of yourself. It was showing us that we have been blind to the fact that we chose to be mental prisoners of ourselves. That's tough lesson. That's a tough pill to swallow. Not everybody is going to go through this easily. You know, this isn't going to be an easy lesson to learn, but you know, we have some support and energy to help us through these times. Like, a lot of things are going to be coming up to help us see this, you know, whether it's good or bad, is not really going to be the point. The point is going to be to get the message, right? To make the change. Yeah, we will learn how to understand ourselves from a more spiritual mindset. Now, for this Gemini full moon lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipses bring light to things that are hidden. Because this is a full moon, this will be about a completion of something and ending of things for good. Like, we're not going back to normal. Gemini is a sign of language, communication, self-talk, chatter, our day-to-day conversations. We will get distracted easily. This is not an easy energy to manipulate, to transmute. It's going to take some work. Air energy in general is going to take some work. So you gotta get grounded. You know, if you go back and watch all my videos for everything that I was talking about this year, the one thing that I hope stands out to you is to get grounded. Like, hug a tree, walk on some grass, plant your feet on the ground, meditate, rest often, eat better, drink lots of water. You know, find what gets you grounded, because all this air energy with that Neptune lower vibrational can look like it's going to be a mess. Like, Neptune is, when I think of, if I can put Neptune and Gemini together, it's gossipy, right? That victim mentality. So being in circles like, yeah, but she thought she was all that or whatever, you know, just like gossipy. Again, blaming other people, talking behind people's back. Yeah, like, it could get real messy. It could get real messy. So, you know, really be mindful of what company you keep. Again, that energy that kept us in the house was really teaching us how to get our house in order, right? The house that we live in, get comfortable enough to be in our house, prepare for lockdown. Not to say that that's going to be a thing, although it could be. It could be. The energy is there for it. But, you know, to get our house together where we live, where we spend most of our time, for the possibility of working from home on a more frequent basis, and to get our house together, our inner house, our body. And, you know, that has been a foundational piece to peace. Gemini rules news, media, sharing, being practical, information, facts, curiosity, siblings, neighbors, community, the streets, short distance travel, anything with whales, devices, and new options that weren't clear. So this could have things to do with your siblings, community, the streets, short distance travel, your car, anything with wheels, transportation, um, devices, and again, just a lot of new things coming up, things that you haven't thought of before, um, that become, I don't even know if clear is the right word, but like you just see them now, like they'll make sense. Like if you do get ideas, they're not just going to be ideas, they'll be ideas with some kind of solution, or resolution to them somehow, some way. The last time this nodal axis happened was in 2012, and if you can remember what was happening for you back then, there may have been endings to any issues you were dealing with at that time, or this could be whatever seeds you planted at this time coming to fruition. This is going to bring growth and choices, perhaps, the higher vibration of choices, because Geminis are the twins. So, we see things from all sides. That's a whole bunch of different options to choose from. That's a whole bunch of different ways to see things. And you will tap into this energy. It might not be right away, but eventually you will become a Gemini at some point throughout these next 2 years. Um, the sun will be in Sagittarius, which rules truth, law, and justice, just to name a few things. Is going to reveal, 2021 is going to reveal so much truth. The truth shall set you free. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to name this video. This is going to reveal our restricting belief systems. Sagittarius also rules optimism, positivity, forward thinking, big thinking, because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and anything that Jupiter touches, it expands. So big thinker, expanding growth and learning experiences, because Sagittarius rules higher education, long distance travel, um, foreign language, foreigners, um, spirituality, religion, moral things, ethical things, philosophy. Um, yeah. And Gemini rules education, but childhood education. So there's a lot of learning going on here. The possibility for writing, some kind of publishing could become like blogging, writing, public speaking, these kinds of things with both those Sagittarius and Gemini dynamic could come up majorly at this time. But yeah, growth and learning experiences that form our views of the world. So a change in beliefs that will lead to a new direction. What are you ready to learn? That's the question here. What are you ready to learn? Again, because that Mercury energy, and Mercury will be in Sagittarius starting the entire month of December. It'll currently be in Scorpio when the eclipse happens. So what are you ready to learn through information, talking, reading, and sharing? And then we'll have Uranus, quincunx, the eclipse, unraveling what is being revealed so that you can decide what feels true. Uranus rules the age of Aquarius, which is the age that we're in. future, freedom, discovery, awakening, the higher mind. Remember, awakening, going back to that Neptune energy that rules dreams, illusions, delusions, and mental health. So again, this is reinforcing that energy about, waking up to truths, beliefs, the things that have been holding us back, our mental prison. Neptune rules prison. What has been holding us back from moving forward, from expressing our true selves, from our truest, deepest desires, that Scorpio energy. Yeah, truth. I think truth here is like the main goal, or outcome rather. But yeah, awakening, higher mind, downloads, dreams, channeling, different information. Again, going back to that Gemini energy, new information coming in. So that's double that energy. Shocking news, because Uranus rules electricity. It's fast, the speed of light. So look, okay. Gemini rules news media. Aquarius, Uranus is the higher octave of Uranus. Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury. And let me just say that I'm not ready for the type of stuff that could come out at this time. Because when you say shocking news and you think Aquarius is that like foot in mouth energy. They speak their mind. You got Jupiter, Sagittarius energy, they speak their mind. And then you got Gemini, not so much that they speak their mind, but at the speed of light, they just speak without thinking. That's not a very good combination of shocking news that I'm looking forward to. I'm just saying. I had a whole moment right there, but there could be cyber attacks and internet cutouts, like literal blackouts. I talked about that, I believe, in my last video, and I'll be getting into that way deeper when I do the, I have two more things coming up. So I'm doing astrology month by month for 2021, and Jupiter and Aquarius readings for all 12 signs. I'll be doing that within another week or so, but I'm already working on it. So I'll be talking more about that, and I'm actually going to post that on YouTube. I usually put those in my horoscopes on my Patreon page, but I wanted to do something for free for your, considered as something that you can have a yearly thing for, because that's like going to be your yearly horoscopes. So I won't be breaking down horoscopes year by year. Maybe, I don't know, I might change my mind. I shouldn't even say that out loud, because I don't never plan anything. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But that was like something that I wanted to do, though. I want to do the Jupiter and Aquarius ones on YouTube, so everybody has access to those, and you can come back and look at those for the entire year, to look back at and see like all the new different exciting things that are coming up for all 12 signs. So I'm super excited about that. It's going to be a really long video though. Yeah, so I do think that there could be like literal blackouts, just because everybody is on the internet, and it's just going back to that 5G stuff. I don't know if I really got into that 5G conversation. I was really trying to keep that out of my energy. But there is something there playing out nonetheless. But I'll be discussing all of that in my webinar. This is going to be an energy that gives us another perspective by way of science, humanitarian efforts, and connecting with our soul tribe. all throughout 2021. That's what this is really all going to be about. You know, shocking news and events are going to happen to really bring us together with the people that we're supposed to. Again, good or bad, I can't say, because that is literally the energy of eclipses. That's what they bring. But nonetheless, you know, kind of that fire to put underneath us to get us to move in the right direction. So that is the Gemini full moon lunar eclipse. I hope this information was helpful. Peace.